And the point I was making, thank you for that. The point I was making was if we would get pride in something that close, whether it be a father, grandfather, what would it mean for us to find out somebody 100 or 200 years ago? And I always tell kids because even when you have to do like lineage assignments and things like that, or trace your family tree, it's always difficult for African American students because, even if we know our census records, eventually you'll have to come to a stop because you might be listed as items and things like that. But I always tell folks, why do you think an entire system would be created to focus on you and people that look like you? Why do you think they would go through so much to make you forget? Like, why do you think that is? And the only answer you can come through is, again, going back to a sports analogy, is if you create an entire system that's focused on, let's say, the star player on another team, that means deep down that you believe that that's the person that will defeat you. Now, how we have been historically is we're not focusing on literally defeating people. But I
Mhm.
think through that Western concept, the idea is if we, what they perceive as achieving more or have more, have access to more resources, then they would look at that as if they're losing, as opposed to seeing how we can all collaborate as a human family. And that's why I learned about African history is so important for us too, so that we can see what that looked like before they attempted to cut off that connection we have.